Righto, good everyone, welcome back to another live watch on the channel. Good to have your company for round 8. We've got the Saints and the Dockers at Marvel Stadium. Should be, well, I don't know. I looked upon this fixture heading into this round. I'm like, oh, geez, I have a feeling this could be one of the potentially more ordinary games of the round, but you never know. These two sides can turn it on, but at the same time can be disappointed on, especially as a neutral. So hopefully we get a good contest tonight. And, you know, Friday night footy, got to get around it with a stream, I felt as well. So, yeah, two sides that just really need to find a win. The Saints, 3 losses in a row, but started the season very promising. So, I guess you can say you never want to write them off, no matter how poor form there is, no matter how poor of their form is. And then, yeah, the Dockers, 4 out of the last 5. Let that one slip against the D's, though. But given who they are and their expectations this year, this is just a game they've got to head into and get done, really. That's what I'm expecting for Fremantle. But the Saints are going to be a tricky test. They've got a very good record at Marvel. So, yeah, I think this one could be a tight contest. Who really knows? But hopefully everybody's going well. Aiden, Mighty Melbourne Stars, Mark, Lance. Like to see this, the Saints get this game by 5. Yeah, could really go either way. It's hard to tip Fremantle away from home, but I've gone with a risk. Someone commented on my footy tipping video saying, "Do not tip Fremantle away from home," and probably should take that advice. But we'll see. Thanks very much for $1, players, guy. Appreciate it, mate. I'll get myself a cuppa. Love to see it. But no, hopefully everybody's week was good. Yeah, last night's game, mate. Geez, so to be fair, I did feel like it'd be a close one. The Dons and North always seem to be close games, even though Western have a terrific record over them, and they haven't lost to North since, I think, 2016. So there you go. But how about that? Dons sort of ran out of tickets. Cherry was dominating, what's his face? The old man grandpa of Goldstein. And, yeah, the midfield got on top, almost got over the line. But, yeah, geez, again, they had a lot of opportunities, but just couldn't convert. And I saw today, how about that unfortunate injury with Harry Jones? Good thing he doesn't even need surgery, so he could be out for only a month after it looked like it was horrific when looking at it last night. But yeah, Dons, I mean, I think they've won 3 out of the last 4, so they're actually looking right in the win-loss column at the moment, but still question marks around them. Are they the real deal? But yeah, North, just another gallant defeat. They just want wins. I think that's the most important thing for the club. Have the go well, Adam. Welcome, mates. St Kilda, we're about to have a debutante, but it's delayed due to an injury. Injured player name 𝐼𝐴𝐴𝐿𝐴. Is that true? I thought Boxall was debuting. Is he not in now? No, he's in. Not too sure what you mean, Adam. Boxall's in the team. And speaking of him, he's finally made his debut. Apparently, really good player in the VFL. Tackling machine, I've heard. So excited to see how he goes. So he's number 38. Yeah, no, so 𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐎𝐿𝐴 was the laid out, I'm pretty sure. 𝐓𝐡𝐞 also out. 𝗏𝐿𝐴 is the sub. O'Connell's in, back on the wing, / half back. And then, yeah, Jackson's a big in for Fremantle. He was looking awesome up until he got injured. But how will they go? Jackson and Darcy is the tandem ruck. Yeah, Jackson's output's always been hindered a bit when Sean Darcy's in the team, so we'll see how he fares tonight, I guess. Yeah, but the Saints, there's that man, 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐴. He's been in outstanding form. He's been playing more around the footy, a bit higher up the ground too, so will they continue persisting with that? Looking like he's going to start at half-back, but could venture his way up the ground. But he's looking like one of the more informed players in the comp as well. 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐴, and there's Sinclair too. Yeah, they need some good drive off halfback, I think, the Saints tonight. Try and catch out Fremantle, because when they can move the ball well, they look dangerous. Well, here we go, lads. Friday night footy. The Dockers versus the Saints. Let's hope for a good game, eh? You never know, like maybe sometimes the matchup might not look the most tastiest, but you never know. It could be one of the games of the round. So hopefully we get a good one tonight. Marshall's been up and down a bit with his form this year. Can he get on top of Sean Darcy tonight? Run away for Friday night footy. Dockers and the Saints under the lead. First hit out goes to Darcy. McRae mops it up nicely. We'll get the first centre clearance. A bobbling ball towards half forward. Roving is Sharman. Instantly tackled with the glove. Josh Draper. He did wear that glove last week as well. The old Franklin gloves. Looks all right. Zach Mertz, oh yeah, okay. Ready to be hit by a Dockers. Hopefully they go right tonight, Benny. Sean Darcy's free against Marshall. Yeah, I mean, this is a game Dockers just have to win if they want to be. I mean, could they afford to drop this? I guess they could, but you know, these are sort of the opponents. They're the better team, and they should be finding a way to win. I mean, Johnson now long down the line. I got the numbers here. The Saints spore comes from Webster. Nuss with a big punch forward. That works nicely for 𝐼𝐴𝐺𝐸. Tackle from Clark was good. Young, well done. Keeps it in. Inboard now to Johnson. Quite decent last week. Missed the hand pass, though, to his teammate. Now the Saints can go off the rebound. McRae, just a hack kick around the corner. Hope and best. And good mark there from Mitch Owens. It was sort of a legal block, too. Now a chance for Brad Hill in towards goal. And slots it nicely. I think it's home. Yes, it is. First for the Saints. Well, that was clever there from 𝐓𝐴𝐺𝐸. Sort of blocked out Draper there. Didn't allow him to go for it. And Mitch Owens took that grab. Hammer received. Brad Hill and he goals. Had a stack of it last week in their loss to the Lions, Brad Hill. So could he have a big afternoon, or big evening, I should say. But they'll take that off the turnover. The Saints. Good grab from Mitch Owens. Back with the flight. And no one picking up Brad Hill there, so we'll gladly take a nice shot at goal there. Almost bounced the wrong way, actually. Snuck home. So, Saints with the first. Why does it say... Oh, they've got the Fuchs footy graphics wrong. It says Essendon, even though it's actually the Saints. That looks like a throw there. Oh, geez, a bit lucky. No, they have paid it from the outer zone umpire. Throw there against Hayden Young. So Saints going to win it out of the middle here again. Still now, he's been questioned on his form. Can he have a big game tonight? Inside 50 it goes. Pearce brings it to ground. And look like he's going to be pinned there. Mitch Owens on the ball. Luke Ryan's free. And we'll chip it out across here to... Can't see that is Brennan Cox. It's going to be a tasty matchup. 𝐓𝐿𝐾𝐬 versus 𝐼𝐴𝐺𝐸 anyway. They elect to go down the line. Jackson always does well to compete in the air. Takes the grab. Big inclusion. If I remember last year, he had an absolute blinder against the Saints in last year's game. So, yeah, could have a big one tonight. Anyway, they'll just possess it. Horseshoe the way around the Dockers. Matt Johnson marks on the wing. Can they get a bit of run and gun going here? They can't go into their shells tonight, the Dockers. That's what they did way too much against the D's. I'm going to switch on the outer side again. 𝐓𝐴𝐺𝐸. How much to go to, so we'll just have to go down the line to a 2-2. Jackson, good pluck there again. Another contested mark, and he can quickly play on here, and they've found the loose man. Jai Amos, just outside 50. Goes to the pocket, can Shea fly. Too strong there, Stocker. It wasn't really a great kick. I always get confused. Is it Shea or Shy Bolton? I think it's Shy. Was it Shea? Oh, jeez. I forgot. I have to go well, Cameras and Cal. Palmer, if they're going well too, mate. Good to hear you're a huge fan. 𝐼𝐴𝐺𝐸 now, so he's not actually targeting anyone. He's lining up on the wing. That's interesting. That's a nice hit up, finding Owens getting involved in the game early on here. So he's going to dab it up. Not really many competitors there, so it's all Brennan Cox. This has been the issue for the Saints. The lack of tools in the forward half, especially with Keeler out of the team. So really, Sharman's their only tool, and I guess Mitch Owens has to punch above his weight as well, which he can do. Anyway, they switch it up again here, the Dockers. Chapman's kick, a bit too wide there for Amos. Ball goes out. Jono having a good year so far. Matt Johnson, that is, you're talking about? Yeah, I still feel like his disposal can let him down a bit, but I think he's one you just got to keep on persistent. Jai, if we're going well, mate. Young. Good last week, Hayden Young. playing a bit of a full forward role too. Anyway, another clearance here for the Saints. 2-2. No freeze there. Off hands now. Draper to Sharp, the second-year docker. And he's put that one out the full. So game's been played heavily on the wings here. Now the Saints want to bring it inside to Stocker. 𝐓𝐴𝐿𝐻𝐿. Out wide to 𝐼𝐚𝐭𝐞𝐬. In fine form, this man. 𝐓𝐴𝐿𝐻𝐿 now. Goes long down the line again. Owens competes, brings it down. McRae roves it. Now Ryan Burns goes inside 50 into the hot spot. Oh, could trick out the back here for Darcy Wilson. Oh, he's made a muck of that. Had to compose himself. The pickup was lovely, but shot no good. Oh, thanks very much for your support, William, mate. Appreciate it. For overrated, says Unique. Yeah, I think we always tend to overrate them a bit. Not wrong there. Ryan now down the spine. Big kick. And it's a free here, I think, to McRae. And it will be Jack McRae's ball. Out wide now to 𝐓𝐿𝐻𝐿. Short now to Webster. So they maintain their time in forward half for the Saints. Webster, the high entry. Back with a flight. Sean Darcy did the job. And now out wide here to Jackson. They can get in and go here. Andy Brayshaw in fine form. Probably one of the best midfielders in the comp so far this year. Lovely kick. He finds 𝐼𝐼. Have they got the overlap? Corey Wagner. He's pushed up the ground. Can he do something here? He strolls into 50, tries and centres a ball. Oh dear, play falls over, so a chance for Tracy to rove. Gives it to Hayden Young on his favoured left. And he snaps truly. Good stuff there, the Dockers. They get the first. 1 goal, 1 each. Look a bit sluggish. Well, needed that, the Dockers. Just get that settler on the board. 1 goal, 1. 2, 1 goal zip. But, you know, I've missed Hayden Young the first few games. So I think him back in the team really adds a point of difference. Can impact forward of the ball. Geez, a bit fortunate there for Wagner because I think it was Stocker that slipped over there. He had the spot for the intercept mark there, then falls over. Tracy's able to grab it. And end-to-end stuff there from the Dockers. Good running from Wagner. Yeah, look at all the numbers the Saints have there. It's probably a bad goal to give away. But it's a nice shot on goal there from Young, regardless. McRae and Sarongo at it. And it's going to be a free hit to the Dockers. Badger hopefully going well, mates. And, yeah, no, you saw you change your name, Cal. That's good stuff, mate. Jordan Clark now bursting inside 50. And Young almost in front. I think it's going to be a hold there for 𝐓𝐴𝐿𝐻𝐿. Yep, there it is. But no, hopefully go well, Badger, mate. Good to see you there, my friend. And sure you'll be up and about with your Dockers tonight if they do win. 𝐿𝐻𝐿 out. So, Webster now. Short kick to Sinclair. Swans will beat GLS. Hopefully I will, mate. Yeah, I think we're sort of due for a good performance. It's just a question: can we sustain the intensity for 4 quarters? That's been a big struggle for the Swans this year, fading in and out of games a bit. Deep kick now out wide. Clark and Max Hall go at it. No one can get the mark, so Clark's going to mop this one up, trying to get the sit of the bounce, and he's able to, and loops a hand pass inboard here to Johnson. He's got to be quick. 𝐴𝐻𝐿𝐻 there he is on debut. Max a crunching tackle, forces a turnover, but the Saints aren't able to get it cleanly out. Shea Bolton, that's a nice pick up. Hand pass a little bit indirect. Darcy, the big man, goes in. Nice roving from Wagner, and now stillborn dispute now. Ryan plays for the high. Oh, it's actually on the ball instead. It looked like it could have been high, but it's pinned holding the ball. So Caminiti now will hit the 45 quickly out here to 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐻𝐿. So what can Windy do? He probably has space for a shot on goal, but he's going to centre it up instead. Spore comes from Pearce, and that ball goes over. Makes more sense as no travel video. Yeah, no, that's fair enough, Cal, mate. I mean, My YouTube name used to just be called Riles, and then I changed it to Riles Market because it just has a better, you know, ring. Yeah, it just has a better sound to it, I guess. Always got to find a way to improve your branding, I guess you can say. McRae extracts it out here to Hill. Now to Steele. He's got to watch out. That's a good tackle from Strong. He's able to get it out, though. Webster inside 50. Kick's not great. Pearce had to sit there against Burns. So a bit of a mismatch there. So Pearce, a stabbing ball. Short finds Brendan Cox. Oh, that's good to hear, Will, mate. Yeah, I don't really have too much memorabilia myself, but no, it's love to hear that, my friend. Ball up here, centre wing. Ball up again. How many tips you had for the year? I don't technically know because I've got to change it. My tipping comp has it like when you get all the tips right, you get +2. I probably shouldn't do that anymore. Anyway, free here to Saints, I think, on the ball. Steals free. But last week was a pretty good week. Got 8 out of 9. Anyway, 𝐼𝐚𝐭𝐞𝐬 now. Centering ball. That's a nice kick off. Should have been marked from Burns. Anyway, they can get and go now. The Dockers from the back half. They've got a bit of space. Jeremy Sharp takes a bounce. Trying to find something. A kick. Over Young's head. That one goes over. Wasn't expected. Yeah, no, I just felt like Friday night. Probably a bit easier for me, so... Got to get around the old Friday night footy, though. Nothing better. I know, I have a sneaky feeling this game could actually be quite close, but it's probably some wishful thinking from me. I don't know. Could go either way, Rolls. I'll go Dockers, says made in Australia. Yeah, no, for sure, mate. It's just, can you trust the Dockers away from home? I'm tipping them, but yeah, I guess we'll see. Sharp now. Just hacks it inside 50. Bit of a hopeful kick. Roving nice as Murphy Reed. Just can't hit the hand pass to his teammate. The Saints can go the other way here through Webster. Yeah, that's a strong mark from 𝐴𝐿 there against Cox. So now the Saints working on the outer side. Liam O'Connell, the Irishman, back into the team. Stabs a short kick here to 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐿. Could go in board to 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐿, choose not to. So now he'll set up a high one. Do they have a fly here? Push from Mitch Owens, an early shove. Clark has to rove this and instantly tackled from 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐿 again on debut. I don't really know yet, to be honest. Well, I think Collingwood, Geelong, Brisbane all up there. I think I went with the Cats, but, oh, look, I think the Cats will be around the mark. Probably not the team in form, and same with the Giants too. They could be around the mark, but as they say every year, and it's evident, you don't have to be in firing form at the moment. It's about really the back half of the year. Can you really get going? Saints work their hands here. Brad Hill going to get another touch. That one just stays in. Centering kick. Does he find a mark? It's good contest there from 𝐴𝐿𝐿. He goes in again. Dudley's in there as well. Applies a good tackle and stock up. Umpire's ball. So halfway through this first term, 1 goal each. But they dominate the inside 50s here. The Saints 10-4 in their favour. Snap around the corner. Quick kick there from Collard, but that's going to sneak through for a minor score. So 1 goal 2 now for the Saints. Luke Ryder bringing it into play. Watch a few of Pommy. Yeah, he's a great man, Pom. Yeah, he's always good fun, especially Carlton streams. He he gets up and about. It's good stuff. Anyway, Jordan Clark now. And half back. Going to set a high one up here to the wing. Jackson. What can he do here? Can't win out on that contest, but the repeat effort's good. A nice tackle on 𝐼𝐻𝐿 𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿. Umpire's ball. No, I'll see if I can, Tyler. I might be unavailable too. I only just do the 2 streams usually each week, including the Swans. Umpire's ball. Pommy doesn't do Queensland games. I don't watch him. He's still a good man, Pommy, but yeah, usually also does some of the primetime games. I see he does streaming sometimes. It's a good tackle there from O'Connell. Ball out. Yeah, it's good to see Lockie, mate. Jeez, his immune system was stitching him up a bit at the start of the year, but good to see he's not ill anymore. Yeah. And 𝐓𝐻𝐿 goes in again. Brayshaw, can he extract that one out? Looks like he was held there a bit by Steele, nothing given. Steele goes in. Contact below the knees, okay. Free for Corey Wagner. Bit of a scrap going on here. Jeez Louise. Anyway, inside 50, the Saints go. That will be all Webster. Wasn't a great entry. $8:10 till quarter time. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just hard to cover as many games as possible, really. And, you know, he is a Carlton man, so we'll try and pivot towards Carlton stuff as much as he can. But I think his Pommy and Oz channel, he likes to get involved with all the teams. Anyway, Saints move it nicely here. Higgins, geez, how good's he been, eh? Been taking his chance as well. Was that 1 point leading the Coleman? He goes inside 50. Spore comes from Chapman and ball goes out. Watching this game live, I'll tell you. Yeah, no, it's just on Kayo for me. Don't have a TV in my room. On Channel 7, I'm pretty sure this one is, given it's Friday night. 7:36 to play here. It's a very low-scoring first term. Saints have had more of the territory. They've been struggling to get out of their back half a bit. The Saints, I mean the Dockers, sorry. Should be a good game tomorrow, though. The Dogs and the pair. You'd expect the Dogs to win given their form, but you never know. Port against the odds, they can shock you sometimes. Ball in again. Marshall trying to grab it out of the ruck, wasn't able to. Yeah, geez, I don't know what 𝐼𝐻𝐿 doing there. He's not really making an attempt to get rid of it. Holding the ball, free to Wagner. Started pretty well. Corey Wagner getting involved. And they'll actually the ball out here to Matt Johnson. Johnson now, long down the line. O'Connell fans can't get it. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿. And just pressure galore here. Ball up. Oh, probably the Doggies, I think, will with their form. Ball out. Going again. So can we see something here? You know, a nice dash from a stoppage, especially inside 50. It's been pretty ordinary so far. Sinclair gets the hands out. Garcia. And Sinclair will get the free here. So Sinclair, what's he going to do? Just jab a nice one out to the debutant, 𝐓𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿. And he can get and go. He's getting involved early on here, this young man. Inside 50. Can they go find a flyer? Spore comes. Ball hits the deck. Tap was nice from Burns. Garcia, quick kick. Not really effective. Clark roves it. Instantly tackled. And the Saints locking in the forward 50 again. Yeah, that's definitely true, Callum, mate. I can't even play the AFL songs anymore, and I get bloody notice that I won't earn any money off a stream if I play. It's just ridiculous. Good mark there from Darcy. That's probably been their the gulf of difference in this game with the Dockers. They've been able to clunk a few contested marks. Short to Johnson now. Matt Johnson now goes inside 50. Spore comes from Stocker, now Sinclair off hands, jabs a kick. A nice one there to 𝐼𝐿𝐴, involved again. And now the Saints can work it from the back half. Bit of an ambitious hand pass there, I think, from Garcia. Ball in dispute here. Clark's got to be quick. He's clean. Back to Pearce. Takes on a tackle, offloads it now to Hayden Young. Good below the knees. Inboard hit to Dudley. Oh, we didn't see Webster flying by, but Dudley's able to get his own crumb. Jeez, it is hot in the kitchen here. Saints bringing the heat. Collard, a great tackle. Garcia tries and gets rid of it. Can't get rid of it. And now Trickled. Ryan's going to mop this up. They've got the numbers here, the Dockers. They can backtrack now to Cox. And a stabbing ball finding Matt Johnson. Live streaming the WSL soft comp with mate all weekend. No copyright. Oh, no, good to hear, mate. No, enjoy that, man. Never really been a surfer myself. I mean, I'm from Canberra, so not really a surfing place. Yeah, I mean, that's sort of my take on surfing. Nothing crazy. Try to create a story out of it, but the mind's a bit blank at the moment. Anyway, Saints now in control. Back to 𝐼𝐿𝐴 in the middle of the ground, so this is where he uses it well. What can he find? Oh, Jesus, I should shut up. What on earth was that? He turns it over. A terrible pass. Now the Dockers can go here. Murphy Reed's got to watch out. Nice quick hands. Can't really get to a teammate, though. Sinclair. Oh, geez, friendly fire. He's crushed into his own teammate. Still in control of the Saints, but they're fumbling, bumbling, stumbling. Brayshaw now. Can he get the hand pass out? Twisting, turning. He does. Pressure great again from the Saints. And a good tackle from Hayden Young. Geez, it is relentless out there from both teams with the tackling pressure. Burley Griffin, oh, for sure, mate. Got some pebble beaches. And a few hot air balloons too. It's, oh, geez, you're living in paradise over here, mate. And I saw a blimp the other day, can you believe it? Booted out of there from Burns. Oh, geez, couldn't get that half volley. Chapman, they've got to watch out here. Oh, Brennan Cox goes to the ground. You can never do that as a defender. Quick hands now. Higgins, can he dribble this home? He sure can. That's going to bounce through. And again, that is rare for goals. That is a big one for the Saints. 2 goals, 2 to 1 goal, 0. And even though it's only 3 goals, the tackling pressure, especially from the Saints, has been outstanding. So they've had the more inside 50s. They lock it in the forward half. And from the back half there, I mean, it was just a dump kick from Burns. But all Chapman, just interesting approach to attacking that half volley. I mean, you've got to act big, you know. Trying to mop it up, but he's just doing this. He's not making himself big. It was poorly mopped up there from Chapman, but oh, geez, nice celebration there from Higgins. Going to go St Kilda win by 4 points. Oh, no, you can't tip now, mate. Bloody hell. Changing your mind. You have to lock in your tips before the first bounce. Easy to do it now, given they're winning. That's fair enough. Grew up holidaying Browley. Oh, yeah, no, Browley's not far from Canberra. South Coast, I'm pretty sure it is. Is it? Yeah, no, I think it is. Yeah, some good spots, South Coast. I've been to Merimbula before. That's a pretty nice place. But apparently, like these days, South Coast towns are just so much more busy. You know, I've heard people say that. Like back in the day, it used to be, obviously pretty quaint towns, but apparently they're just packed now. Anyway, Sarong applies a tackle. Ball in dispute here again. Nice half volley there and a good pickup from Sharman and out. They work it here. Burns inside 50. Can they find Higgins? The kick just not great. Good pressure from Higgins though. Doesn't allow Pearce to mark it. Ball goes over. Oh, so Higgins actually tripped over that somersault. He didn't actually purposely mean to do it. It was a improvisation there. Anyway, free here to the Dockers. I think it was eye contact. So Howell, that's no good. They need him back there for a bit of height. So he's just jogging around. Anyway, Sharp's free. Short to Chapman. Only 17 side 50s here for the Dockers, so they're really struggling to get much going. Brayshaw now. 2:19 to play. Brayshaw long down the line. So this is pretty much what they've been forced to do all the time. Anyway, they need some winners in the half-forward area, and they do through 𝐵𝐵. The kick's a bit of a shite one. That's nicely mopped up from 𝐼𝐴𝐴𝐿, and they work it out here. The Saints through 𝐼𝐴𝐴𝐿, a high ball, but outnumbered Brayshaw can intercept mark, and he can find the quick corridor option here to Warner, who was very good last week, Carl Warner. One of their verge plays, but excellent I thought he was against the Crows, and now they lateral it here to Luke Ryan. So seeing a bit of that ball movement from last year here, the Dockers, just very slow and lateral. They need to get and go. Pearce now, he finds the option to Frederick. So now it's about this kick with 90 seconds to play. Sets a high one up. Can they have a fly? Tracy's been dangerous in the air. No one can fly. And ball up here. Oh, geez, he's hit the ground hard. Yeah, Tracy, I think he's okay. Probably just an awkward landing. Yeah. Yeah, geez, nasty one. Darcy out of the ruck, don't tell me. Maybe Shea Bolton, who can win this grand ball. Dudley's in there. 𝐼𝐴𝐴𝐿 again for another disposal. Torps it. But you think that one's going to be pinned deliberate every day of the week. And it will be. So a minute to play. Freo back in control. So he's all right. He's all good, Tracy. Yeah, just a nasty landing on the hip, I think it was. Another inside 50 here for the Dockers. Can they have a flyer? Marshall, oh, almost. Umpire's ball. So 4:50 stoppage here for the Dockers. Marshall out of the ruck, can't get a kick away. Stocker can. And they'll lock it in here again. The Dockers, another intercept mark to Pearce. We'll lateral the ball out wide. Interesting. To Luke Ryan. And we'll whop it inside 50. Just hoping. Darcy. Oh, almost the big man. Steel Roves out here to McRae, and they work it nicely here. The Saints gives the hands now to Brad Hill. Back to McRae. Stabs the ball on the wing. And a good mark here from Chapman, so they might have time to go again. They want to chew off the corridor here, and boy, the 𝐻𝐻𝐸𝐿 should hold. One of the best inside 50 kicks in the team. Can he find a flyer? One-on-one. 𝐼𝐴𝐴𝐿. Oh, just over the top of him, but he can rove it. Oh, good tackle from 𝐼𝐴𝐴𝐿. Geez, the tackling's been good from the Saints, and it's holding the ball. They will get the crowd up and about on the siren. So, 2 goals, 2-1 goal zip. Feels like the Saints could be up by more, to be honest. I think that was an absolutely dominant quarter by them. Had pretty much all the field position there in the first term. Well, 16-12 inside 50s, so they did get a few late, the Dockers. But they're winning the clearances 12-7, winning the contested ball by 10. 9-6 stoppage clearances, so they're looking in good order here, the Saints. And difference has been, I think their tackling pressure has been brilliant. They're not allowing the Dockers to move it freely in space. So it's been a promising start, but just the 8-point lead. Low-scoring game. These teams can definitely pull out some low scores, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see a low-scoring beauty here. To be fair, last night's game wasn't that high-scoring either. A lot of work to do for Freo. Yeah, it feels like the Saints could be up by a bit more. They've been good. Do you know what happened to the Dons player? Yeah, no, he's avoided surgery, and he's only out for a month, apparently. So it was a dislocated ankle. It wasn't even fractured, but it looked horrific. When I initially saw it, I'm like, oh, Jesus, he crushed his knee into the board or something because he was holding his knee. I'm like, oh, just a bit of a, when the bone contact on an ad board, or that hurt. But I saw the replay and he's, oh, geez, it was horrific. But no, it's good to see Harry Jones is all right. But a chance for one of those verge players to get in, someone like a 𝐼𝐴𝐴𝐿 or something. Anyways, but yeah, no, Saints are looking good. Winning the inside 50s, I think their pressure's been outstanding, and that's what they've wanted to build their game off this year a lot more. There's only just one that should have played Shield was a chance to boost percentage. Yeah, I think he was managed Shield or injured, so I think they've just got to really be careful with him throughout the year. Very injury prone player too, most definitely. Harry Jones went to the same school as me, says Bomber. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, it's always a cool feeling when you see footy players play that you used to go to school with. Yeah, like good example, I guess for myself, Tommy Green was a few years above me. Got picked up by the Giants and one of their better players. Might be losing the coach then. Yeah, just big call there, Badger. I mean, yeah, if they miss finals again, the Dockers, do you reckon you'd think he'd get sacked long Muir? He doesn't need a lift. Now let's have a look at some play stats. So who's been up and about? I have liked a few players. Will Hill's had 9 touches on the goal. Webster's looked good in defence. 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐼 with 7 touches, getting involved. Wilkie with 7. McRae with 8. Steele with 5. Metres gain leader, Johnson with 233. Clearance leader, 3 for McRae. He's got a few of those hand passes out. Steele has had a good start, 5 touches and 2 clearances. Wilson had that ugly miss early, just the 1 clearance. Intercept possessions, 3 for Webster, 3 for Pearce, 3 for Jordan Clark. Can't move the ball. Like I said, 𝐓𝐶 𝐿𝐼. Went to school with Adam Romanowski's sister. Assuming he was a player back in the day. He does sound familiar. But there you go. Who else was there? I think Tom Highmore, former Saint. He went to the school I did. Moved out to South Australia, playing the Sample, got picked up. I thought he was unlucky, to be honest. He looked like not a bad player, but yeah, no, it was a bit of a stitch up. Got delisted and don't know who he's playing for now. Play for the Bombs Arco. But yeah, 𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝, he's got 4 tackles already and 4 touches, so he's really getting into this game. How's Oscar's interview? Nobody hates him. Just don't want coaches coming over, especially this time of the year, looking to poach our captain. Yeah, that's definitely fair enough, man. Be interesting, the role change into defence. So I guess struggled a little bit last week, but could he find some form? But if he goes on a big contract, that band 1 compensation looks pretty tasty. Top 5 pick, assuming the Dockers, the Eagles do finish in the bottom 5. Rightio, well, let's get into the second term. And we're underway. So it's 2-1 in favour of the Saints, their pressure is looking really strong here, and they're going to win another centre clearance through Steele. Just a bit of a bouncing ball towards centre half forward. Offhand, 𝐼𝐴, that's his second, third touch needs to lift. Same with Brayshaw. Yeah, his last 2 minutes was alright, but they need more from their mids. And when they whack ball inside 50, and there's that man on cue, Brayshaw. Oh, he's got to be quick. Probably going to be pinned there, holding the ball. Higgins applies the heat, known for his forward pressure well. Looking a bit timid at the moment, the Dockers. Higgins now will dump a big one off a step. And spoiled through Brandon Cox and tapped through from _. So margin now 9 points. Have a go, well, Anth. Welcome, mate. Put on the back line was weird. Yeah, I mean, I was hearing such good raps on Harry Edwards this year, but geez, he seemed to struggle. He's been dropped twice now, so I think with McQualter, it's pretty evident he's just trying to find his mix and a lot of changes and etc. Poor Tom Gross, I think he was an exciting one when he came into the team, but I think he's a bit unlucky. Anyway, a bit of an ordinary kick there from Tracy, and another turnover here for the Saints. They can go. Give the quick hands here to Burns. Brad Hill's the next link of the chain. No, he isn't. He centres it. That's a great kick all alone. Mitch Owens, who was on him there. Chance for the Saints to get their third. He's a good first quarter. He had Mitch Owens involved in their very first goal. Short of forward line too. So 11 goals for his kick this season. Broke out in 2023. Matt Johnson getting a look at from the Medicos. Maybe concussion or something. Needs to goal this one to get some scoreboard pressure early on here. The Saints, and he does so. Another goal here for the Saints. It's 3 goals 3 to 1 goal 6. Need a response here, the Doggers, but the Saints looking schmick. Second goal for Mitch Owens. Third goal for the Saints. Look like number 10, Mitchy Owens. Was actually bidded on by the Swannies. And it's a bit of a shame we didn't get him because part of the Saints Next Generation Academy back in 2021. Ball in the middle again. McRae, another clearance for him. It's a bit of a nothing kick to the wing, but it could result in something. And there's that man again, Mitch Owens, working up the ground to get his possession. Now Garcia around the corner, bit of a hack kick drop from Frederick. Now goes in his 𝐻𝐴𝐺𝐵, umpire's ball. Geez, 𝐼𝐴𝐺𝐵's getting into the battles a bit. Jackson hits it down, Brayshaw extracts it out, Clark below the knees, did well to Dudley. Oh, but he's been pinned to throw here, Jordan Clark. Mitch Owens now. Inside 50 they go again. Through the hands of Draper. Sharman, a nice rove. Gets the hands out now to Kill. And loses his footing. Strong back to 𝐓𝐴𝐺𝐵. Clearing kick. They just need to find something here. An uncontested mark out of the back 50, the Dockers, but it's hemmed in. Good pressure from the Saints again. Chiseling ball from him to Marshall. Centering kick. Can they find someone in front? Darcy Wilson gets there in time. Tucks a nice mark overhead. And it's going to be 2 in the quarter upcoming for the Saints. Should kick this. This, to be honest, this is an absolute polar opposite of last week's game. When they couldn't get the ball out of the back half. The Dockers are now getting a bit of that treatment. Nicely done there from Wilson. He had an ugly miss early in the first quarter. Should goal here. Darcy Wilson stabs it home. Another one for the Saints. Margin out now to 21 points. They've looked dominant. And I feel like now the result is, the margin, is becoming a bit more justified here. They need a response here. The Saints around the footy. The Dockers around the footy. McRae's looking good. And Marshall, smart thing, centering ball. Just bad positioning there from Warner. He sort of went back with a flight where he had to jump for the ball. Darcy Wilson first of the game for him. So just join us. The Saints looking good. Could have been up by more at quarter time. They're up by 21 points. 5-1 centre clearances. This is one of the best stoppage teams last year as well, the Dockers. Darcy hits that down. And it's going to be another free here for the Saints. They're going to get out of the middle again. Hands now to 𝐻𝐚𝐭𝐞 Takes all the steps he can before he bounces. Inside 50, 𝐻𝐵 through the hands of him. Ball under the pump here. Brunt Hill fumbles it. 𝐻𝐵 centering ball again. Can't get it on the full to a teammate. 𝐻𝐚𝐭𝐞's there. Hands it now to Marshall. Left foot snap is smothered. But they got the numbers here again, the Saints. Higgins, quick in board to 𝐻𝐚𝐭𝐞. Out now to Marshall. Quick one in board. But they just can't find the link in the chain as the Dockers now clear. And can they get the mark here from Jackson? They can't, but he works in front and he wins the freeze. So finally, the Dockers can get a possession here outside their defensive 50. Need to just settle here, you'd think. They've got the numbers here, the Saints. 𝐓𝐿𝐞𝐿 can't take it, though. Young. Oh, good tackle there from 𝐓𝐿𝐞𝐿. He's applied a few good ones. Ball up again. Long Muir, what's he thinking? Umpire's ball. Yeah, no, 22 years ago, Cal, when they went down against the Giants. Oh, geez, Shea copped a nasty one there in the melon. Darcy. It's a good effort. He's gotten it out well. Wagner. Tackled from Hall. Again, the Saints tackling. How good is it? Another hole in the ball. Oh, that was accidental. Accidental there from 𝐓𝐿𝐿. Inside 50, they go again. Brunning Cox too strong. Cox now down the line. That's going to be holding here for 𝐼𝐻𝐼𝐻. They're just lacking a bit of creativity, the Dockers, with how they're moving it. Just long down the line. There we go. Tracy should mark, and he does. It was a good kick. Now, they got some space on the outer side here. Johnson. So, rare opportunity here for the Dockers. They're just going to lateral it here to Luke Ryan. He could probably go for goal here, Luke Ryan. I reckon he has the leg, but he's going to obviously centre the ball. And he does. Can Sean Darcy fly? He's not even close to it. Couldn't fly. 𝐻𝐵 back in the hole. And now they can quickly go here. The Saints, they like to move it quick. Darcy Wilson. In board now to Webster. The smother was good there from Jordan Clark. He'll get it back here, though, and can settle back to 𝐓𝐿𝐞𝐿. Back now to 𝐻𝐚𝐭𝐞𝐬. He's only had 12 inside 50s. Yeah, geez, they've barely had much opportunity. Oh, Johnson could have went for the mark there. Oh. Ball in. I reckon the Ross would have given him... Yeah, no, did you see it? Quarter time. Absolutely. Oh, you could see the anger in his face. He was not happy. Ball in here. Darcy, a bit of a 360 there. Steal. Look at that from 𝐴𝐿𝐿. That's a great contested get, but fumble there. And a chance now for the Dockers. Oh, how about that pressure again from the Saints? Out in the full. That was 𝐴𝐿𝐿 this time. They are relentless. I forgot about 𝐻𝐚𝐭𝐞𝐬, mate. Welcome. I want to stream like you. Do I have a computer, OBS? Yeah, no, just OBS is good, mate. That's the program you want to use. And our Wangering, the Laura clears now. And yeah, the scoreboard is sort of a thing I made through just like some graphics. And then like there's a thing called a stream deck, which is like a little like device where you can push some buttons and stuff and have like features and etc. But yeah, there's streaming. Streaming is like there's a lot to learn and find out and things to add and stuff. It's a bit overwhelming all to explain just in one sentence. There's quite a bit to it. Anyway, inside 50 here, but yeah, no, definitely get OBS fired up, mate. And yeah, you know, I always like to Google stuff and watch tutorials and yeah, but no, OBS is definitely good. Good pressure from Dudley. Boxall in there again, tackled from Young. Buzz ball. So, Dockers now, last few minutes are starting to get time in their forward half here. 𝐼𝐴 could grab this out of the ruck, but he slaps it out instead. Young going to get the gather. Oh, bit of a questionable hand pass there from Wilson. Murphy Reid back to Young and now to Draper. Not 15, so he's just going to have to wallop it inside 50 to the goal mouth. Can he fly? Amos, Dudley with the spoil. O'Connell taking in a good suckle from Dudley. Possible. Okay, I'm only starting off overline, but it looks so plain. Yeah, no, there's as I say, mate, like, you know, you can just like have a play around and see what you can do, and yeah, there's many different sources and stuff you can add as well. If you read, what can he manufacture? Keeps it just inboard. Oh, that's a good contest. Jeez, Dudley's fighting hard. They're struggling in the contest, the Dockers, but Dudley just keeps on getting in there. It's a good contest. Darcy, another head out. Young. Chance now to give it to a teammate. Oh, just couldn't get that one to Clark, and now they can go the other way to here. The Saints, a quick kick from 𝐼𝐴𝐭𝐞, but they are set up well here, the Dockers. Pearce with a quick one. Frederick marks inside 50. They need this one here, the Dockers. Jekyll and microphone okay? What's happening? Okay, let me just have a listen. I think, is it still bad or is it now? Now, what are the odds I get out on my own stream? No, bloody do I have to wait 30 seconds. Frederick, cool, terrible kick. No, just for a second, okay. Yeah, okay, I don't know what that is then. Anyway, first minor score for the Dockers. Sinclair to bring it back in. Across now to... what's his face? Stocker is getting involved. From Boxall getting his hands in there. Steele now. And look at this, off the spread they go here, the Saints. Quick kick from 𝐼𝐴𝐭𝐞. Can he fly for this? Sharman, he can. Good end-to-end movement there from the Saints. All right, there we go. Yeah, I don't know. It's just technology glitches, I guess. So halfway through this second term, Saints looking in control. The last few minutes, the Dockers have had their chances. But looking good from the back half, the Saints, with that nice piece of play. Second, Sharman. Oh, could he get this? Centers the ball. And this one that's actually going to be paid a mark. Yeah. Looked like he was, to be honest. So it stays in. Quick ball out across here to Luke Ryan. Draper now. So he's just going to clear out the back 50 here. The high one. Amos flies. Saints all at ground level though. And pass from 𝐼𝐴𝐭𝐞 to O'Connell. Takes on a tackle. Just gets the kick away. So that'll do for the Saints. Ball in. Sounds like a Frank Cabral bad joke. Yeah, I don't know. If it was only temporary, it might have just been something. But no, I got this cable recently, so don't tell me I got a faulty one or anything like that. Boxall inside 50 here. Too strong, Brennan Cox. Jeez, he's looking good. Boxall really getting involved. Clear out of the 50 now. Oh, Jackson. Won't be paid that. Jeez, that's a bit of a stitch up. Brayshaw instantly tackled ball up. And Young, oh geez, he's had his soft tissue problems. He's hobbling off. Maybe a corky, let's hope. So ball up here again. Bit of a miss kick there from Mitch Owens. And a McRae throw, so a free hit to the Dockers. Yeah, that was a questionable call. It's like Isaac Rankins. Andy Brayshaw. Need a lift from their midfielders. And that's going to be a push out there from Mitch. Holding free to Jackson. Both teams don't have the same amount of tackles. St Kilda 25 more disposals. Yeah, they do like to control the ball. Natural ball here to Draper and now to Ryan. So they're going to switch it here. The Dockers have done plenty of that tonight. Sharp just holds. Oh, he's copped a nasty one in the head. Oh, geez, don't tell me there's another concussion problem here. Narkle warming up. O'Brien now goes to Pearce. They can go corridor here, but Pearce wants to hack it inside 50. A high one up. Can they fly? 𝐼𝐴 should have taken it. 𝐓𝐴 was he held? Can he get it out? He can. And a buzz ball. So almost there from 𝐼𝐴, and they've got a forward 50 stoppage here. The Dockers, a bit of a rarity. They need the next goal, you'd think. Quick kick from McRae, hacked out of there. Ryan in front, Spoil down, Garcia. Out wide here to 𝐓𝐿. And a quick hand pass now to Ryan Burns. And they can work the hands here. They got the overlap. Darcy Wilson hacks the ball inboard. Not really the greatest kick, so turned over here. Frederick go back the other way to Johnson. And now out here to Murphy Reid. And now to Brayshaw. Can he hold there? He can. Wants to try and hit a lead, but can't. So he's just going to whack it in long, Andy. Towards the forward pocket. Jackson's the target, but the kick's just too short. Picked off by Webster, who's looked good. And now out to 𝐼𝐴. Miller now out across to Dougal Howard. And stabs the pass out wide here to Roll Marshall. And Wilkie just holds on there. Boxall again getting involved. Another disposal. Now out here to 𝐼𝐴. High ball inside 50. Spalls come. Nice rubbing there from Higgins. Just gets the hands out though. Bump was great from Pearce. And umpire's ball there. So 5:50 to go here. The Dockers yet to kick a goal in this second term. Been a few in a row from the Saints. So looking like Jeremy Sharp's getting a heavy concussion test. Not too sure. Mitch Owens. Mike not doing great. Every now and then, yeah. Okay, let me just see if I unplug it. Yeah, I don't know, eh? It's a bit strange then. Yeah, okay, I think it's all right. Let me have a hit. Listen to it. Yeah, I can't really hear much of a buzz. Yeah, not too sure. Oh, beautiful kick from Nas. Finds Higgins. Jeez, 𝐻𝐴𝐺𝐸 has been good. And he gets it back on. Nas can kick this. Oh, he's trying to find some space. Takes on to probably many. Brayshaw now. He's going to be legged there. Oh, dearie me. I don't think it will unless you're talking. Yeah, okay. So is it just like when I'm not talking, it's just like a silent static sound or something? And I'll probably look into that then. Anyway, they can go now here. The Dockers, Matthew Reid. He was tripped there against Marshall. Wow. Geez, up crazy. Lowest score ever since 1990 odd. Bad kick there from Reid. Oh, drop there from Webster. So now they can do something off the turnover here, but 𝐻𝐴𝐺𝐸 can't find a path through. Young's done for the day. That's no good. Let me listen to this once again. Oh, yeah, I heard it there. Yeah, that's strange, eh? I'll just have to have a look into it. Bloody hell, don't tell me I need a new bloody mic. Okay, free to the Saints. Neutral, my friend. Random things. Well, it's actually 50. Oh dear, show buttons on. I'm not happy. I can't hear static while you're silent, but I'm on my laptop speakers. Yeah, okay. Yeah, not too sure. 50 here for the Saints. They quickly go here towards the Burns and Frederick direction. Oh, couldn't get that pick up there. 𝐻𝐴𝐺𝐸 now. Stabbing kicks, no good. Luke Ryan mops it up. 4 minutes to go here. So do they want to bite off the corridor? No, yes they do. How about that kick? It works. Brayshaw just holds. And they can quickly go out wide here to Johnson. Centering ball inside 50. No one can take the mark there. Dudley wants to keep this one in, but can't. Ball in. But yeah, no, apologies about this static stuff, guys. Like, fucking hell, it's a bit of a stitch up. Strong, nice roaming there. Gives it to Dudley, but instantly tackled. But I'll keep my mic like this. 3:11 to play here. Darcy hits it down. Dudley. Wagner. Cleared out of there from Burns. But Pearce, probably one of their better defenders so far, will mop up another possession. Gives it inboard to 𝐓𝐴𝐺𝐸 back here to Johnson. Can they find a kick? Brayshaw just going to hack one up towards the pocket. Can Big Sean fly? Or maybe Matthew Reid. Wagner, good attack on the footy. He seems to be playing a bit more on the ball. What mic to use? Oh, it's like a 𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝. That's the name of the brand. It's pretty decent. At the moment, it doesn't sound like it is. Buckshaw grabs out of the ruck. I know the ruck. He gets the hit out receive, but unable to do much. Craig extracts it out, kicks smothered, but still falls fortuitously into Hall. That's going to be high. Sharma now marks on the wings, so going to another inside 50 here. The Saints, you'd think, tries and beats out Pearce, and he does well enough. Bit of a high hopeful ball. Killed out of there. Higgins not going to get the high there. Umpire's ball. What's going on here? Oh, you're kidding me. Free to... Okay, it was blood rule. All right. So it wasn't a free then. Hopefully go well, Nick, mate. Welcome. Darcy hits it down. Marshall taps it out wide to Higgins. He gets it out. And this one will be another ball up. Geez, stock is always in the wars, eh? Constantly. 𝐓𝐡𝐞 well done. Inside 50 now. Chance now. Jack Sinclair gives the hands. Mitch Owens a snap around the corner to the teeth of the goal square. Sharman almost overhead. Ryan gives it out to 𝐼𝐻𝐿. On the sub, his first touch. Not out in the full. Dudley did well. Did very well. But this is going to be looking like Fremantle's lowest first half score since I think they said 1993 or something. Crazy stuff. Dudley now going long down the line. 2-on-1 there, the Saints way. They win out of that, umpire's ball. Need KT to win. Well, I'm assuming that's the Saints. What's ramen noodles for the week? Talking like a good call so far. Saints by 20, and they've kept the Dockers to 7 points in the first half. That is unbelievable. I mean, any team to 7 points in the first half is just crazy. 𝐼𝐻𝐿 boots it back the other way. Pearce couldn't hold on. A good tackle there from Luke Ryan. Ball goes over. Very, very low scoring first half. Just 5 goals. It's been a very defensive game. You're quiet. Yeah, no, I turned down my volume a bit. Let me turn it back up a bit again. Stronger, clean pickup. Just hacks it forward. Murphy Reid, nicely done. They need a bit of class from him. Goes inboard now to 𝐼𝐻𝐿. And will receive here to Chapman. And a lovely kick. Okay, they could be out here, the Dockers. 𝐓𝐡𝐞. Oh, awful kick. What on earth was that? Well, 15 seconds here. 4:50 stoppage. Can't be. Yeah, no, it was 1990 something. Somewhere in the 90s. It's probably because I'm moving my mic around a bit. Maybe it's why it makes those glitches. I'm not really too sure. Darcy hits it down. Wagner. 𝐓𝐡𝐞 again, another tackle. How good's he been, eh? Unreal. And he gets another clearance here. On fire. 3 seconds to go here. And there is the siren for half time. So a low scoring affair this is. It's 4 goals 3 to 1 goal 1. Oh boy. But no, how about this Saints outfit? They are being very restrictive. Their pressure's been outstanding. Sticking so many tackles. They're giving Fremantle barely any avenues. Constantly running into the dead ends. But 7.5 points from Fremantle. That is absolutely dour. This is probably what I was expecting with this game, to be honest, a low-scoring affair, but I thought stuff it. Let's stream it anyway. Okay, now I moved my mic there, so let me just check that's fine. Just want to make some tests. Oh yeah, it buzzed again there. Strange. Not really much I can do at the moment. I'll have a look into it across the weekend. Wonderful contest by the disciples of Leon. Disciples of Leon. I'll be able to store a jar. Yeah, definitely is. It's only 20 points. As bad as Fremantle have played, it is only 20 points. So, yeah, crazy stuff, eh? This has been a very unusual game. What's going on, says Ollie? Hope they're going well, mate. Yeah, very unusual game. 34 points and a half combined. Very low scoring. have a look at the team stats though. But yeah, been impressed by the Saints' pressure and their clearance dominance, plus 12 in the stoppage. And I think a lot of that's to do with 𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝. What's his clearances? He's got 3. But yeah, 𝐬𝐿, six clearances for himself. That is some nuts numbers. Yeah, looking at it as well, 30 to 23 inside 50s. 13% efficiency inside 50 for Fremantle, 30 for the Saints. The Saints doing a lot of long bombs and etc., so they haven't really been too flash in that area itself. I just think it's been midfield and pressure dominance given their lead. And territory dominance basically as well. 4-1 marks inside 50 for them as well. 4 goals 1 to 1 goal 1. So, classic Friday night game, mate. I think this should have been on Thursday, actually. That would have epitomised a Thursday night game a lot better, I reckon. All right, let's hear the mic again. Did it make any glitches? It did again, for Christ's sake. Okay, that's strange. Let me just like unplug and replug this, so just give me a moment. Alright, I think we're good now. Okay. But yeah, no, apologies about this mic, guys. It's, yeah, bloody stitch up. Let me hear again. Saints getting a good run with the 𝐼𝐴 𝐴𝐿 holding the mans in 50s. Yeah, no, they've got a few fortuitous calls. There has been a lot of holds. 𝐴𝐿𝐴𝐿𝐿𝐴 putting on a clinic. Wonderful behind that second quarter. Yeah, no, it was class. I think my contender for behind of the year, it would be up there. Yeah, good. Good old shit staring, eh? You can't beat it. Is this coming out of the right mic? I don't think it is. I think this is actually coming out of my camera mic at the moment. So I've got actually the wrong mic on. Very strange this has been. Yeah. Not really much I can do at the moment. Yeah, no, apologies. Let me just turn this off. Do I get out my backup mic? I do have a backup mic. Might have to use that. Kind of like you're in the buff. Yeah, no, it does, because this is the camera mic at the moment. Do we prefer this one? In the echoey room? Nah, that's poor from me. Oh dear, apologies again, lads. Yeah, that's strange. Now this isn't even showing up. This mic, so yeah, a bit odd. Got like it's like this audio interface thing. I got it the other month ago and it was working well, but bloody hell, now it's not even working. So yeah, I don't know. It's a bit strange. What we could do with a new mic, who knows? Might yeah, I'd have to like probably restart my computer or something. So yeah, again, apologies about it. Might, in fact, I've got the cable here. Might just get up my backup mic. I think the stream quality also sums up the game itself. It's all happening Friday night, eh? Piss poor quarter by both teams. Saints are scoring better. Keeping it on. Alright, is this now work? I think, yeah, okay. We switched mics, I think. Have we? I think we have. Alright, hopefully this one doesn't glitch. Let's have a hear of it. Alright, let me... Okay, I think this one's good. Alright, we've gone through 3 devices to try and get a consistent audio source. Have we found one now? Hooray! Jeez Louise, cue the Bronx cheers here. I'm going to turn on my fan, I'm sweating like a pig. Okay, so, sorry for keeping you waiting, lads. Let's do something to pass the time. So yeah, 11 minutes to the second half. But yeah, no, Saints pressure looking good and deserve to be in the lead. But geez, this is an absolute howler of a game at the same time. What do you think of Harley Reid, Sydney Swans? It costs a fortune, mate. So I think the focus is to be successful this year as best as we can, and we've got some good-looking players in the academy. Noah Chamberlain, 𝐓𝐿𝐼 𝐎𝐥𝐝 𝐿𝐼, and also the big one is Max King. You know, with his potential, he could even go top 10. Okay, so let me load up a footy grid, shall I, to pass the time. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, lads. Yeah, not been the most ideal sort of stream setup and issues I've been having, but we're getting there. Four goals through to 1 goal 1A. That is just disgusting. But yeah, no, 𝐓𝐿𝐼 is probably one of the best plays in that half. He's looked really good. 6 tackles, 3 clearances, 11 touches. He's getting his hands on it really well. Really liking his half of footy. 30 touches, 30 inside, 550. Actually, I'll look at some players' numbers. 𝐻𝐿𝐼 with 15. Yeah, no, he's looking good with his drive across half back. Luke Ryan getting plenty of it. McRae with 15. Matt Johnson 14. Windhager 13. Webster 12. Meter clearances 6 for McRae. Meters gain leader 354. 𝐻𝐿𝐼. Goal assists, no one with multiple, just all 1. All right, let me do footy grid. Yes, it's we've been waiting a while though, mate, but might have to wait a bit longer. Given this group, it's hard to see us get one, but got to keep hopeful. How about this, eh? First 33 minutes of this game, the Saints won 4 goals 3 to 1 goal straight. The next 24 minutes, so the last 24 minutes of this game, Fremantle are winning 1-0. That's it. My God. That is crazy. Okay, let's do a Gridley. I think a bit more entertainment than the game somewhat. Wow, this is turning into a soccer match at the moment. All right, so we've got the Saints in Fremantle. So St Kilda 30 plus touches. We'll go with Riley Bonner. Actually, we'll go Shane Savage 0.9. Fremantle. We'll go with 30 touches. Quite a bit. Josh Carr. 100 games or less and 30 plus touches. 100 games or less. Go Matt Roberts. 0.8. Good start here. Saints and Liam Henry teammate. And yeah, hopefully the mic's better, lads. Yeah, the other one was just spudding up a bit. The Saints and Liam Henry teammate. Saints and Liam Henry teammate. Joined the club last year. I'll go with Riley Bonner. 1%. Fremantle Liam Henry teammate. Hugh Dixon. 100 games or less in Liam Henry teammates. I think 𝐸𝐴 No, he was. I think his first year was last year. This is the worst half of football. It's up there, mate. What a time to be alive, eh? That's really shocking. This is a good group we've got here, gents. Can we keep it all purple? 100 games or less, Liam Henry teammate. Jesus, options galore, really. No, not Cooper Simpson. Who like debuted Nathan O'Driscoll? 1%. Saints and top 10 draft pick. Okay, so this is where it could get a bit tricky. Hunter Clark, was he? He was. Yeah, 2%. Fremantle top 10 draft pick. Henry wasn't. Sarong and Young, I think, were. Was Henry a top 10 pick? Can't remember. Brayshaw. Well, technically Jackson. He wasn't drafted there, but he plays for the Dockers. We'll just go with Jackson. 5%. 100 games or less, top 10 draft pick. Dylan Stevens. 0.4. That's a good grid, I'd say. A lot of purples in there, a few blues. Not bad at all. Anyways, lads, I'm going to quickly take a whiz. How long have we got till the second half? Yeah, this is looking like one of the worst halves of football we've seen. Well, Sydney GWS really disappointing. Yeah, no, they were poor. I think it could go right down to the wire this game. Both sides have plenty of stuff to work on. But yeah, no, we'll be streaming that game. Hopefully it's a beauty. So stay tuned for that. But we've still got another half of this. If God help us. Hopefully we can see a few goals. That'll be nice. So I'll be back in a sec. Run back, lads. Yeah, I tell you what, I actually told my mum because this game is that nuts, and she doesn't even know that much about footy, and even she was shocked. 7 points and a half of footy. Oh, jeez, I just realised, is 𝐓𝐡𝐞 streaming this game? Oh, God, he is. Oh, dearie me, he's going to be going through the ringer. Oh, God. Poor 𝐓𝐶 he'd be going through it at the moment. 7 points and a half for football, eh? That's just crazy. I'm starting to realise footy is just as rigged as any other sport. Here we have 2 middle of the road team purposely tanking 𝐼𝐴 34 points. Oh, I don't think Fremantle would be tanking. They want to win. You know, I don't think ISO would be tanking. It's just like both teams are looking terrible. So that's really the only way I can look at this game. Like, wow, it is absolutely horrific. No one's really dominating either. It's just like everyone's stuck in mud and trying to chase the footy. So much pain right now, says Deckers. Oh mate, this is rough. Even I'm in a bit of pain as well. But we keep on pushing to the fat lady sings, ladies and gentlemen. Keep the faith. I'm back. I was busy slammer heading to war for a few minutes there. It's actually not a bad idea, mate. Nah, joking. No, hang in there, mate. But you know, this does happen sometimes when it's an absolute stalemate. Sometimes it just takes a goal and then the floodgates open a bit. Especially for like Fremantle's sake, though. You'd think Longmuir would just be trying to drill into his players. We need to go roll the dice a bit, because yeah, it's just looking absolutely wank. Don't know, footy was so rigged until the other night, and Essendon didn't score for the last 8 minutes. Well, Essendon had one on the bench, basically, and they were constantly on the back foot that fourth quarter, so they really couldn't do much. And then they got it down the other end. 𝐓𝐶𝐞 kicked that goal from the awful Luke McDonald clearing kick. And yeah, they were constantly on the back foot, so yeah, even that game last night was, to be fair, it was actually quite entertaining. But even that was low scoring. But this just takes the biscuit. Bloody hell. 27-7 at half time. 4 grand final losses. Oh, geez, you don't have to tell me again, Al. Yeah, it's rough. And bloody 10 years too. Anyways, let's get in the second half. Geez, can we see a goal? That'd be pretty nice. Sucks for the Dockers, though. 𝐼𝐴 out with that soft tissue problem. We're underway for quarter 3. Freo need to lift around the football. The Saints have been belting them in the stoppages. And Sarong's chance to get it out, but he can't. Steele, tackled from Johnson. Umpire's ball. Yeah, no, I think 𝐓𝐡𝐿 had like a bunch of turnovers in the last. He's probably one of the North's better players, but still. Lack composure again, the North. Umpire's ball again. Another ball up. Another tackle. Do it all again. And hacked out of there from McRae. Another clearance to his name. That's number 7. Max Hall. Jeez, he has all the time in the world there. And pass. Not too great, though. Jordan Clark. No, not Clark, sorry. Jeremy Sharp takes a bounce and now loads towards half forward. Tracy in the air. 1-on-1. 𝐓𝐶𝐞 strong. But good pressure here from the Dockers. They force the spillage. 𝐓𝐿𝐴 out here to Brayshaw. Takes on a tackle. Got to get rid of it. And he is pinned on the ball. Jeez. That has been the case of Fremantle this whole half. The first half, I should say, or the start of this game, I should say, sorry. Fremantle, whenever they have ball in hand, they just sweltered by the Saints' pressure. Oh, poor turnover there, Stocker. So now they've just got to go quick here, the Dockers. Handball receives. 𝐓𝐿𝐴, chance here for Johnson. What's he going to do? Okay, that somewhat works to Brayshaw. Not really. It's just a poor decision. And what did we say about Johnson earlier? He can make some ordinary decisions. Now 𝐼𝐴, he can change the game with a big torp. This could actually work. Higgins trying to beat out Ryan. Ryan will win this one-on-one though, but he's got to watch out. Takes on the tackler. Gives it to Chapman. Bit of a fumble. Don't think he'll be pinned high there. It's going to be holding the ball. Holding the ball again. This is unbelievable. 7 points in a half. My God. Inside 50. Max Hall goes. Almost 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴 off hands here. Ball trickles out. Luke Ryan. Twisting, turning, trying to get free. And he does. Boots it out of there. Outnumbered contests from the side. Couldn't take that one, Webster. He'll get the ground ball and a nice one there to Max Hall, but tackled instantly. It was at a disposal. It was. Sharp tackles, ball up. Yeah, no, they've seen better, LT, I think. This has been an ordinary game of sport. Okay, advantage here. So Clark on the non-preferred, just out wide here. So, oh dear, the bounce of the footy, not great there. Higgins is going to win the high. And he wants to... Yep, he'll come back. Deary me. Plays on now, Higgins. He could find the goals. Jackie Higgins out the full. Corridor here for the Dockers. I like to go to Johnson. Kick looks good to Amos. They've got to go here now. Handball received. Jeremy Sharp. Oh, geez, I can't even nail the basics here. And they're going to go back here, the Dockers. Cleared out of there now. And turned over here. Inboard now to 𝐼𝐚𝐭𝐞𝐬 and now to Sinclair. What can he carve up? Good hand pass inboard. Handball receive again. 𝐼𝐚𝐭𝐞𝐬 out wide now to Webster. Goes by Shoe out wide. The kick gets over the top of Frederick. Chance now for 𝐼𝐴𝐴𝐻𝐿𝐴. Gives the hands inboard to Max Hall. Oh, he fumbles. Push out from Brayshaw. It was legal. Well done, Andy. And a kick out wide. That's very well done from one of their star players. Now to 𝐼𝐴𝐴𝐻𝐿𝐴. Can go inboard here to Caleb Sarong. Holds up the play. Gives it now to Luke Ryan. Again, they just run out of tarmac here, the Dockers. They see they want to get it forward, but then they just run out of options. They go back. Now they go forward. 𝐓𝐡𝐿𝐴 going to get a hold there, I think. No, it's going to be Brad Hills free. I said to a mate of mine on the March 15 Cuts game, there's no way we train skills. Yeah, no, that has always been a bit of an issue for Freo when they look shy. The inability to do the basics, and we're seeing that again tonight. Missed handballs. It's looking pretty shocking. 𝐓𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿𝐴 now, towards the wing. The Ruckmans go at it. A late bump there from Draper. And holding the ball there, Draper didn't attempt to get it out and still wants to go quickly here. But just has to hold it up. Told to go now. Chips one. A good effort from Draper. No one had no clue where the ball was. And Hall now to McRae. Jeez, was that 15? We've seen kicks longer than that, not even pin. And that's a nice kick from McRae inboard to Mitch Owens. I could run out of the field, kick a goal. Yeah, it's looking like, come on, Mitch. It's been a while since I pressed the goal button. It's starting to build a bit of dust, actually. Yeah, it's no good. Mitch Owens centres the ball. No! Cooper Sharman takes a big fly. Here we go. Surely we're going to see a goal. But for Fremantle's sake, it's not going to be a goal their way. So they are still going to be staying on 7 points whilst the Saints will kick another. And there we go. We finally see a goal. Saints get another. Just got here. Bloody hell, this looks like a boring ass game. Yeah, we're battling hard, mate, but at least we saw a goal. A goal, can you believe it? Now, mark 3 tools. Yeah, geez, it was a... Sharman's a very underrated mark at the footy, so that is one of his strengths. Bolton in the middle of the ground. Can he do something? That's a shit bounce from the ump. Ball up again. Bettings for mugs. Matt, absolutely spot on, mate. Fool's game. You can have a bit of fun if you want, but I just have no interest. Good hit out there from 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐿 go and get. Oh, how about that tackling pressure from Garcia? That's brilliant. He's looking, yeah, frustrated there, Strong. He's like pushing opponents and stuff. Garcia clears it now. Gets the clearance. Oh, looked like a bit of a throw there. Jeez, that could have been paid a throw. A push in the back? You're kidding me. Oh, God. 𝐓𝐴𝐥𝐝 couldn't take the fly. He's had a few almost moments. 𝐼𝐚𝐭𝐞 just has to go back here. 𝐼𝐚𝐭𝐞𝐬 now out wide here to 𝐼𝐴𝐥𝐝. To a 2-on-1. Sinclair, I think he's come off the bench. Back now to Burns. This ball comes from Pearce, and that's going to be paid a mark. Geez, Pearce has actually looked pretty good. One of the better players out there. Ross the boss is back. I tipped freo. Yeah, no, so did I. Anyways, ball out wide here. Murphy Reid, come on, do something, mate. Over the top, that's nice. Oh, okay, sparkle knuckle time. Short ball out. That could be out here, Fremantle. Bolton, 𝐷eBrayshaw. Centering ball, up goes 𝐼𝐴𝐥𝐝. Dudley's going to rove and goal. Oh, he's had some good moments, this young man. Big goal, freo up off the canvas potentially. Take that. 2 goals, 1. 5 goals, 3. Goal each for both sides. Game on. It's only 20 points. But yeah, no, this man's been working hard, Dudley. Even in the first half, they've struggled for scores, but he really gets stuck in, Dudley. Yeah, applies the heat. That was that really good ground ball he got against 𝐶𝐸. And yeah, good roving there from Dudley. Seems like a player. Well, the goals. We have a goal for Fremantle, and they've hit the double digits. How good! The nervous tens are in now. So can they exit out of here? That's been a great find. Yeah, definitely. It was when was he picked up last year? A year before, like a mid-season PST or something. It's from South Australia, I think. Longmuir's down to the bench. Geez, when do we ever see that? This year, okay. Craig, just a bit of a hack kick. Oh, did well to get rid of it to Higgins, to Hill. Nicely done there to Macrae now. Whacks it inside 50. Sharman again. Beautifully done. It was he had his back turned to the one-on-one there, to be fair, Draper, so Neville was really going to win out on that. Now, Longmuir's on the headset. Wow. 30-12. That is unbelievable. Wait, no, sorry, 24. 24-11 stoppage clearances. That's crazy. 98-68 contested ball in favour of the Saints. Sharman, can he goal here? He's got 2 1/4. Lovely kick. First multiple goal kicker. How good. Oh, it was beautifully done from Macrae. That's why he was recruited. He got that inside ball, and then it was well done from Hill too to work his way in congestion back to Macrae, Hackett, and Sharman read it well. Seed kicked a goal. There's a sample playing now or something. City Draper. Yeah, they play on Sunday. Front row seat, Justin Longmuir, eh? When do we ever see that? He does not coach on the bench at all. 7-1 out of the middle it's going to be. Wow. Oh, geez, they overused a bit, but now they whack it inside 50, the Saints. Oh, Pearce again. Better be the worst defence. Yeah, no, he's done that a few times. He did that one on the wing too, where he just has his back to the contest. He's got to turn around. 𝐼𝐴𝐴 are a good mark, and they lock it in the front half here, the Saints. Quick kicking board here to McRae. Oh, kick no good. Frederick intercepts. Live feeds paused. Not too sure. Activists, I think we're all okay here. Cleared out of the 50. Pull up. I know 𝐼𝐴𝐴 has 3 times the goals for in the third quarter and it's still 4-goal game. Yeah, geez, if you say that statement like ever, you'd be called stupid. But it's actually happening. It's only 26 points. Clark now, he's being pretty quiet. Around the corner from Burns. Maybe a chance for 𝐓𝐴𝐴 here. Draper. Oh, misses the hand pass there. He's had some ordinary moments. Pearce under the pump. And he'll get it back here, Draper. Just keeps it in. Not to a teammate, though. Ordinary. Brad Hill a chance now. Can he find a centering kick? Oh, beautifully done. Jeez, he's had some good moments, Brad Hill. Burns. Oh, he's in 2 minds here. Oh, he doesn't know if he has a leg. Oof. He's had some good moments too, Ryan Burns. Can he get a goal? Kicks on its way. Doesn't have the distance. And the ball will stay in here. Ball in. Insufficient intent against the Saints. Okay. Interesting. A chance for Fremantle here to get out of the defensive 50. That would be handy for them. Clearing ball from Clark. Saints mids have just pasting throws at the moment though. Strong is struggling a bit in there. They've lost Young. Jackson gets the hit out. Steele, another clearance. Pearce almost coming 80, good fly. Back now to Wilson, chiseling ball. Is that 15? Yes, it is. 𝐼𝐴𝐴 a chance now to extend the Saints' lead. They are belting in the Saints around the footy. It's unbelievable. I mean, just even that one from Steele, just no pressure there from the Dockers. It's good stuff there from Wilson. Good composure, and he finds 𝐼𝐴𝐴. Not tagging tonight. A bit more on the outside. Can he go here? Get this over 30 points. Ooh, wrong side of the post. Score for the Saints. 71. That plus 33 contested possessions for the Saints. Crazy number. It's not even the end of the game or anything. Clark has to go. That's a good kick. Cox, he's free and he committed to that one well now. Dudley, who kicked their second goal. Not the greatest kick. It might work though, but they have the numbers here, the Saints. Darcy Wilson, back across now to Webster on his left shoe. Towards the wing. Ball goes over. Seven and a half minutes to play here. 13 points. Oh, wow. Not 15, that kick. Sharp. Just chiseling it to the wing. Jackson. That's a good win. Needs to get this out, and he does to Wagner. But just every time Freo get the ball, someone constantly on them. It's been great pressure on the Saints, no doubt. But now there's a chance for Freo. 𝐓𝐡𝐞 inside 50 onto the lead. Oh, Murphy Reid, is he going to be paid? Yeah, no, it's a great hold. Just held it long enough. Oh, geez, Stocker's not happy. Oh, you can see the anger in his face. So they pay that a mark, and then they don't pay it to Rankin in that dying moments against the Suns. Like, oh, dearie me. Where's the consistency, eh? Murphy Reid, oh. His set shots have been a bit on and off, though. He's kicked 8 goals, 8. He's had a few gettable chances missed. He missed one directly in front at home the other week ago. Can he goal here? On its way. Centres it. Oh, geez, Bolton flew there. Minor score it is. So another score to the Dockers. Their second point. Can you believe it? 𝐻𝐴𝐥𝐝 Another clearing kick out of the 50. And Mitch Owens can't take the mark. But he does gain possession, and now inboard here to Webster on his left shoe. One towards the wing. Good contest there from Chapman. Ball goes over again. They got the boat sign out. Wharfy time for the Dockers. It's going to be high here. Freda Boxall. Very good first half. Oh, Higgins, nicely done. Gives it inboard to Collard and dribbles it home. Good rub in there from the Saints. They get another 7 goals to 2 goals 2. What an unusual game this has been. I think Crows will play finals right now. Got to win tomorrow against the Blues in form, so we'll see how that goes. Looks like I'm going to eat steak. Oh, very nice. Steak with the 2 mushrooms on the top, mate. Eating out in style this week, my friend. Oh, God, but this game, it is, wowee. But no, Saints have looked at, well, they're just doing the job. They've smacked the Dockers around the footy, and the pressure's been unreal. And look at that. Higgins, something out of nothing. His roving's been excellent this year. $5:30 to play here. 12-3 inside 50s. They need something. And Sarong's going to get a high free here. Inside 50. But nothing at home. All Jack Sinclair. How do you like your stay? Oh, I don't really mind, to be honest. Wilkie's kick not so great. Chapman just gets the kick away. Holding the ball. Oh, jeez, that's a bit unlucky. He got the kick away. Maybe not in time. Medium rare. Yeah, no, that seems to be fairly popular. Not 15 here for Sinclair. Back across now to Wilkie. Low flat kick. It's a nice one. Finds Collard. Who have they got inside 50 here? The Saints. A high one up. Who are the Flyers? That's going to be holding here for Marshall. There it is. Rowan Marshall wins the free against Darcy. Well, Saints, they have no trouble kicking in this third quarter. It's going to be another one here, the Rowan Marshall. 1, 2, chance for 4 goals in the quarter, whilst the Dockers just 1. This is just ridiculous. Dockers are playing like real wood spooners are unbelievable. I mean, even the Eagles will be putting up a better fight than this. Crazy stuff. Rowan Marshall now. Can he slot this one? Oh, he's missed. Sort of sums up the night, I guess you can say, with misses like that. Luke Ryan. Kick out wide here. And I guess that will do for the Dockers. Reset, ball in. Yeah, no, it's going to be an interesting new game fend off. It looks very similar to AFL 25, so expectations are very low. Again, that pressure from the Saints, unreal. 𝐓𝐴 crunching tackle. I mean, it's been low scoring, but they've been impressive to watch the Saints around the footy. And they're getting under the skin here of these Dockers players. Ball in. Well done here, says Abdullah. And Sarong, a rare clearance as he whacks it forward. And a good tackle there from Dudley. Ball up. $3:15 till 3/4 time. 7 goals, 5:47. 2 goals, 2:14. It's going to be high there, I think, for Sean Darcy. Free to his way. So what can he find? He's just going to chip one up inside 50 to the Flyers. Jackson, not paid the mark. Quick kick from Dudley. Ooh, unlucky. Jackson was unlucky there. Just couldn't take the whole thing. Oh, and it's going to be 50 metres here. Lack of discipline there. I think that was from Brayshaw. And no one even on Sinclair, so he's got miles of space here. He can quickly go inside 50 with a deep kick. Spalls come. Draper. Work the hands here now to turnover again. Pressure great again from the Saints. Hack kick there from Hill. Wagner. Tackle. Ball up. Yeah, neither did I, Abdullah, mate. This is just awful. And yeah, what on earth's Brayshaw doing there? Off his man. Quick kick from Garcia. Bouncing ball over the top of a few forwards there. Triggle's now coming Edie's way. Can't quite get the pick up. Sharman can. Centres the ball and he goals! Unbelievable. Well, how about that, eh? In a dour night of football, the Saints pull out a goal like that. That is sensational from Sharman. He's got 3 in the quarter. Huge goal there. 2:17 to play. It has been a pasting from the Saints this third term. 4 goals, 2 to 1 goal, 1 in favour of the Saints. Oh, something out of nothing. Unreal goal. How about that? And again out of the middle. How good have they been in the Saints in that area tonight? Oh, almost a mark there to 𝐸𝐿. Pearce under the pump here. Strong's just going to have to clear. Need a contest. Sharp couldn't take it. Brayshaw couldn't get that half volley. Steele. Good pressure there from Ryan. Johnson out here to Sharp. Minute 45 to go here, but they just got nothing. Oh, 𝐴𝐿𝐴 𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿 there. 𝐼𝐚𝐭𝐞𝐬 now out to Marshall. Good hold there from Max Hall. Mid-season pickup last year, Max Hall. He's been able to keep a spot in the team. That one's just going to stay in. Mark to 𝐬𝐿𝐴. You got winning tomorrow, Port. I've got to go to the doggies, Herman. Fremantle 40, Collingwood 144. Centering ball. Sharman again. Oh, what a quarter he's having. Unreal. Oh, jeez, Mike almost fell over there. If you've just joined us, by the way, we've had some mic difficulties, which sort of sums up as well. Perfectly reflects this night of football too. We're having to use our backup mic here. Hopefully going well, Blaze, mate. Jeez, it's ordinary. Oh, but not so ordinary if you're a Saints fan. They're really getting this game now. Sharman's been the difference. Few marks, contested clunks inside 50. He's going to most likely kick another here with 15 seconds left on the board. Oh, he's missed. Would have had 4 goals in the quarter then. They've had a few misses in front of goal, the Saints. Could be up by a bit more. Carl Warner to bring into play. And it's just a brilliant quarter from the Saints. Pressure and inside game been elite. But as for the Dockers, well, it's just undescribable how bad they've been. I mean, dear, poor old 𝐴𝐿𝐴, he'd be filthy at the moment. Let's have a look on the phone, shall we? Bit of a stalk. Oh, God. Deary me. 39-point lead. The Dockers just look no chance. Let me search 𝐴𝐿𝐴. Is he streaming? Is he still streaming or has he ended it? No, there he is. Nah. He can't believe it, 𝐴𝐿𝐴. I think his stream's crashed, or has he actually ended his stream? Yeah, I think he's had enough, 𝐴𝐿𝐴. I think he's had enough. Has he ended his stream? No, I think he's back. I don't know. This has been... He had a power cut. Oh, okay, right. Oh, power cut. Oh, okay. But what a coincidence, eh? A power cut. Oh, that's what they all say, eh? No, I'm joking. I'm sure he'd keep on. He'd finish off the stream. He wouldn't quit, I don't think. Oh, well, But I don't want to take it away from the Saints. They've been solid tonight. I know it's not been the most sexiest game of footy, but their pressures has been unbelievable. They're giving the Dockers absolutely no time on the ball. So, yeah, I think definitely a credit to them for sure. But, yeah, wow, this has just been a dour night from many. As for the Saints, though, hanging in there well. Who's up and about? So, yeah, 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐴 with 23 touches. 𝐵𝐿𝐴, a quieter quarter. Marshall probably got the better of his opponent in that third term. Higgins broke free with a goal and create that nice chance. But Cooper Sharman's the man. Unbelievable. 3 goals in the quarter. Massive third term to really get this game out of reach for the Dockers. But yeah, wow. This is a unbelievable looking scoreline. 2 goals, 3. Unbelievable. Fox I'd say all AFL games have been 4K. Saints get TDK, they'll go another gear. Yeah, definitely. And I mean, Marshall's pretty underrated as a forward, I think. So if they pair him up with someone that has got such brilliant lateral movement and he's so athletic, I think they could definitely go to the next level, the Saints. 47 to 28 inside 50s, plus 20 clearances. Oh my God! Plus, that's almost plus 36 contested footy. That is crazy. 10 to 2 marks inside 50. It has been unbelievable. And the Dockers have gotten 13 contested marks to 3. So usually that gains you a bit of territory, but their ground level game has been shocking. 8 to 2 centre clearances too in favour of the Saints. Wow. Shock and watch if you're a Freo supporter. But how about this goal from 𝐓𝐿𝐴? Well, what a game to stream, eh? What a game to stream. It's good stuff. We show the passion around here, ladies and gentlemen. Pressure factor looking good too for the Saints. Constantly, I mean, the last 10 minutes, 208. For the match, it's been 191. So I think everything close to 200's like elite or something. But yeah, that's been a whole lot definitely out of their game. So it's 39 points at three-quarter time. It's really hard to see the Dockers get anything going, really. Saints' pressure's been outstanding. They're going well, Gus. Saints are sizzling. Oh, mate, they've been on fire. Dockers look like they can't be asked. Yeah, jeez, looking shocking. Surely Freo can give Amos, the Saints can just walk away with it. Yeah, no, struggles. Amos has been a bit out of form this year. Just struggling to clunk some marks, especially this game a bit, and they've got nothing from 𝘬𝐿𝐴. Yeah, like 4 touches, only 2 marks. He's been ordinary. And yeah, Jackson had a great start. Good first quarter, but he's faded out too. Well, you never know. This game's been strange. Could we see another strange chapter? I don't know. They'd need the first quick here, the Dockers. 15 points in 3 quarters. Wow. Run away for the fourth term. And again, out of the middle, the Saints work it. Steele to Garcia. Free here to Steele. Hands it now to 𝐓𝐶𝐿𝐴. Shipping ball out wide to 𝐓𝐿𝐴. It's McRae. No, I won't be up for that one, King Kong. Should be a good one to watch though. Yeah, 100th anniversary for the Hawks, I was hearing. 𝐓𝐿𝐴 in front again. Jesus, marking's been excellent tonight. Kicks to the pocket. He's got the City Owens with a 1 paw. Oh, what a mark. Good start of the game he had, and he's had a beauty of a mark just there. Reels it in with the one paw. Oh, beautifully done. Deserves a goal. Can he kick it though? Because yeah, the set shots have been also fairly ordinary tonight. So 𝐼𝐴 𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿, 14 touches, 5 marks, a goal. Can he guide this one through? And he sure can. 𝐼𝐴 𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿's on the board with his second. What are your thoughts on Chad? Oh, big re-signing fend off, just what we needed. I was always confident he was going to stay, at least for now. Look, he could end up going to a WA club when he enters free agency, but yeah, it needed to be done. Distraction eliminated for the playing group, and yeah, no, I thought he was pretty good on the weekend. Like, he had a good start to the game, whereas his starts have been shocking, but had a really good first quarter against Gold Coast, but unfortunately our whole team faded out of that game. Jackson now out wide here to Jordan Clark. Just every player for Fremantle being way off their game tonight, so it's not really easy to hear many good ones. I mean, Clark, that's just an awful kick. Ball goes over. South Melbourne support the Hawks. And they've gotten a clearance from a stoppage. Can you believe it, the Dockers? And there we go. Mark inside 50. Good ball movement there. 𝐴𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿 can go for goal here. Come and see a Fremantle goal for their third in the fourth quarter. Total, that is. Come on, Jai. Looks good. There we go. Third goal for Fremantle. Crack the champagne, ladies and gentlemen. But better there. Sarong starting up with the clearance to Brayshaw. And then they get the goal with a mark inside 50. Well, is 𝐓𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿 gone again? What a coincidence. 𝐓𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿's power's gone out. When Freo have scored 15 points in 3 quarters. Oh, I tell you what, he's texting his dad or whoever. Can you just switch the power off? I can't believe that. No way. That's way too suspicious. Oh god. Nah, he's going through the wars. And I mean, so am I, to be honest with me. Swannies this year. This is worse than GWS versus Crows. Oh jeez, tell me about it. Anyway, out of the middle here, the Dockers go again. Brayshaw kick inside 50. Oh, Tracy can't mark it. 𝐸𝐼𝐻𝐿, maybe Sparkle 𝐸𝐻𝐿 time. Nothing. It was a whole street last time. Bloody hell. He's probably phoned up the local energy provider then and just told them to shut up shop. Okay, I'll stop with this shit stirring, shall I? Well, up again. Marshall down to McRae, clears it out of the 50. Back with the fight. Chapman couldn't take it. Goes in. Good tackling there from Brad Hill. Umpire's ball. 39 points the margin for it with the last goal of the game. Brayshaw, good hands out here to Wagner. Kicking out of the pocket. Bolton's been very quiet tonight, and that's what they need. A good mark one-on-one against Stocker is hard to beat. Let's see, Geelong beat Collingwood. Yeah, no, backed in the Cats. Just, you know, a bit of a different tip. Yeah, I was close with going the Saints. I was like deep down before recording. I'm like, I'm feeling the Saints, but I'm just going to go the Dockers, I reckon. It's easy to say now, but oh my god. It actually might work. No, Amos can't take it. 𝐓𝐴𝐞 mops up. Ball goes over. It's hit the belly of the ball. The 𝐓𝐴𝐿 𝐻𝐿𝐪𝐷. Marshall, kick is smothered. Hall gets in there, tackled from Brayshaw. Umpire's ball. Marshall hits it down. Looked like a bit of a throw there, but nothing given. Howard under the pump. That wide to 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐵, chiseling ball. Oh, not great. But it might actually work here. 𝐼𝐗𝐴𝐿𝐵 just crashes through, clears it, gains some territory. Big ball to be won here on the wing. That'll do for the Saints. They'll gain some metres out of that. Longmuir back up in the box. Advantage paid now here for the Saints. I think it was a hold of McRae. 𝐼𝐗𝐴𝐿𝐵 been experts from the stoppage tonight. The Saints and the mark inside 50 goes to 𝐓𝐿𝐵. Like our Foxtel, as I would not be able to watch. Yeah, no, especially these days with Channel 7 not having the rights to Saturday night footy anymore. Whereas next one's the bye. They've been playing good footy though, the bye. Might be a tough one for them. 𝐓𝐿𝐵. High ball. Spall comes from Draper. Clark. Gets out here to 𝐓𝐿𝐵. Back here to Sharp. Chiseling ball. Kick smothered. Pressure great again from the Saints. Umpire's ball. McRae now to Brad Hill. Centering ball. And 𝐓𝐿𝐵 again. Oh, he's been the difference this second half. Brendan Cox does have his issues sometimes with letting his direct opponents get off the leash, and we've seen that far too many times. 𝐓𝐿𝐵 just basically out-sprinted him to the drop zone on constant occasions. Good mark. Just reads it well. Way better than what Cox does. So on the bootlaces. Can he kick this one through? He's had a few misses for his fourth. How do you Adelaide scoreboard thing? What I do, mate, like what's pretty good is you go to add a browser source. He goals, 𝐓𝐿𝐵. 4 goals, been the difference. So you add a browser source on like the sources, and then just go to the AFL website and just add the live scoreboard. That's what I used to use. Yeah, no, it's good. Gets the job done. Just 𝐓𝐿𝐵 though. Unlikely hero. I think he's underrated in a way, but yeah, tonight everything's just come right down his throat. But yeah, he's been excellent. I like the NRL, but both Roosters and Dolphins have outscored Fremantle so far. Oh, wow. Yeah, no worries, McDougall, mate. Yeah, it does the job. Four goals for 𝐓𝐿𝐵, 2 to Owens. Those are the only 2 multiple goal scorers of this game. It's going to be high there against Draper. Mitch Owens and Draper doing the head-out work, eh? And he'll whack it towards half forward. Not really the greatest kick for Hall. But how about that? Good pressure. 𝐵oxshall. And pass out to Steele. Owens. And ball up. So Murphy Reid around the footy a little bit. Might as well get some kids some exposure. Steele. Bubbles a hand pass out to O'Connell. And Sharman. Oh! Surely going to be punted. Oh, no. Oh. No, now it is. It's going to be punted, Sharman. There we go. 𝐓𝐴 chance for 5. Jeez, he's been a shining light tonight. So, Kenny Gull here. 𝐓𝐴 Kenny Gull here. Oh, no. Never has kicked 5 goals, but he misses there. Luke Ryan and bring it back into play. Just needs to go, Luke. Down the spine. Stocker, a strong grab overhead. Sharman again. They're just kicking it to him. Constantly now. Ever inside 50. Cox now. Off the spillage. Just a bit of a nothing kick in the corridor. Brayshaw can't do much, and now it comes back the other way through Steele. Good contest there. Wagner to Pearce. Now to Cox. Spinning. Gets it out now to Narkle. And holding the ball. Yeah, he spun around there a few times. Didn't get the hands out quick enough. Garcia's free. Pressure has been basically the key reason for one of the key reasons for the Saints given their dominance tonight. Every time Freo's gotten the ball, just there's someone on them. It's been elite pressure. 𝐴𝐥𝐝 played a really diligent game tonight. Deserves a goal, but kick's no good. Out in the full. Cox now marks on the wing. Corridor on here. They're going to try and bite it off. Sinclair roves it nicely though. Gives the quick hands now to Sharman. Kick in boards, a nice one to find Max Hall, and he can go back here. So halfway through this fourth quarter about to be, Max Hall will go back here to extend the Saints lead. Max Hall, can he goal here? No, he can't. Another miss. Ryan just going to clear out of there. No, winners up the ground though. Mopped up from Sinclair. Back now to 𝐓𝐴. Webster now out to O'Connell, the young Irishman. Out here to 𝐻𝐼𝐴. 𝐻𝐼𝐴 along down the line. Oh, Collard. Jeez, a fly there, but unrealistic in the end. Free now to Pearce. Back here to Jordan Clark. To Frederick. 𝐻𝐼𝐴. On to the leader, Tracy. Been very quiet tonight. 𝐓𝐴's done a great job. And he quickly goes now. Oh, geez, he kicks it right into a smother. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. 𝐓𝐴 now over the top here to Sharman. No one inside 50. And there we go. Turnover here for the Dockers. Inboard now. They go. Tries and bites off the corridor. Couldn't mark that one, Murphy Reid. And the hands very slick here from the Saints, but have probably overdone it. And a free kick here. Wagner's had 15 tackles. Wow. He seems to be playing a little bit more up the ground tonight. This ball comes from Wagner. Ball goes over. Josh Tracy kicked a goal in his last 29 games. Currently on 0 at the moment. It's probably not going to get there. 3 goals from the Dockers. Wow. Johnson from the stoppage. Tackled. Oh, how about that? Great tackle from Burns. Ball up. It might sound weird. I'm just drooling over these Saints tackles. But, oh, geez. When you can just know your tackles and do the basics, it goes a long way. And it's looking elite tonight. Anyway, they work it out here, the Dockers. Bit of a rarity. Johnson can take a bounce now. And he's just going to have to try and jab it over the top to 𝐼𝐻𝐿. And I think it was downfield. Yeah, I think it was downfield against Johnson. So 𝐼𝐻𝐿 will get a shot on goal here. So 4th goal should be coming up here for the Dockers. $15 tackles of Wagner, that's crazy sports, no? Yeah, no, late bump there from Steele. So 𝐼𝐻𝐿 should goal here. And that's the job. Freo's 4th goal in the 4th quarter. Been some ugly stuff though tonight. Well, that's their 2nd goal from a stoppage in this 4th quarter, the Dockers, so that can be a very good side from that source, but just having a 1.5 tonight, and in junk time as well, to be fair, so it's really impactless. Will the Dockers outscore 34 from... Yeah, no, can we break a record? I don't know, it might be a tough one. They need another goal. That's a lot to ask for. I think you're pushing your luck, Sportsnut, mate. Come on, got to be more realistic, mate. Your cut keeps going down. Keeps going down. Yeah, geez, what on earth? Probably the energy workers are Fremantle fans. Like they're just shutting off the power and rage. Garcia couldn't hold that. Burns, but does well to extract it out to 𝐴𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿. Ooh, wrong side of the post. 7:08 to play. This is the worst I've ever seen us play. I'm going to be changing 𝐼𝐻𝐿. Oh, this is, yeah, probably one of the worst games you can think of in quite some time from the Dockers. I mean, 7.5 points of football. Was it 13? I've lost track. Marshall couldn't take it almost. Draper picked it up, but just... And, yep, holding the ball here to 𝐿𝐴. Not 15. 𝐿𝐴's been excellent tonight, though. He has been excellent. Like his old self tonight. Last few games was okay, but nothing dominant. But yeah, no, back to his super best tonight. Been excellent in and under. Got that hole in the ball free. Ball up. 2 goals a minute. Tough ask. How long we got left? I think about 6 minutes, 7 odd minutes. This game's pathetic, says Dynamic. Oh, yes, indeed. Quick kick. Touched. 6.5 minutes to play. Another minor score to the Saints. Luke Ryan picking up the junk stats with these kick-ins. Short kick to Wagner. And now to Pearce. Down the spine. No good though. 𝐓𝐿𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿 intercepts. Been very solid tonight, 𝐓𝐿𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿. Been good tonight as well. Webster now tries and chisel it. And he finds it inboard to Burns. Gives him the thumbs up if you don't mind. Centering ball. Good use. Jack Steele, the skipper. Can go for goal here. Been down on form. He's been fairly solid tonight still. A lot better than his past few weeks. That's definitely safe to say. 5.5 minutes to play here. Steele will line up for goal for the Saints 11th. Adding touches, 9 kicks, 9 handballs. Chance to add a goal to his stat sheet. Looks pretty good. And next time, I think it's a goal. Captain on the board. Glad not at this game. Yeah, I think many supporters definitely feel the same. Unless you're a Saints supporter. Yeah, what a strange night of footy. I mean, the Saints have been excellent, but wow. This has been some sort of a game. $32 inside 50s for the Dockers. Wow. Awful number. 57 for the Saints. Plus 43 contested possessions as well for the Saints as well. That's just unreal. Under 5 minutes to play. Well, lads, it's been a good stream to battle on with, eh? It's been painful, but we're getting... Oh, my God, Murphy Reid hand passes it right into Sean Darcy's face. That just sums up their night a bit. 𝐻𝐴 Miller out clean, though. He'll get the 1-2 here. And now Sinclair having a bit of a run. Look at this running carry from the Saints still going. Pearce. Out wide now to Wagner. No, sorry, Warner, that is. Getting the blonde hair defenders mixed up a bit. Good composure from Warner. Quick hands inboard to Pearce. Now to Brayshaw. There's nothing to go to. Poor kick. Turnover, Darcy Wilson. And can stab it inside 50. Can't mark that. Clark. Bit of a fumble. Caminiti. Out here to Burns. Chance for Hugo Garcia. Deserves a goal. He's been excellent tonight. Another one for the Saints. They're 12th. So scoring no longer an issue for them after only, 27 odd points in the first half. 4 goals 3 to 12 goals 10. Unbelievable. Front half pressure excellent again there from the Saints, locking it in. Look at that. That was a... They had two Freo players could have gone for that. They both fumble. Oh, it's just been disaster from them tonight. Ross Lyon, what a performance yet. No, he's loving it. Even after subbing Garcia early on. In the middle of the go again. Now if you read, that's nicely done to Sarong. Back here to Reid. He sort of just ran into a road there. It's a question why hand pass from Sarong. Probably one of Brayshaw and Sarong's worst games too of quite some time. McRae, another clearance. Cox can't take it. Like, that's just poor again. Awful stuff. Higgins over the top. To Owens. Snapping shot. Oh, it's home. Oh, beautiful. It's party time now for the Saints. Mitch Owens, a lovely snap. Wow. Game's now ballooned out to 60 points. And they're kicking goals for fun here. But that goal, you see that again. Brennan Cox, that is an absolutely awful effort. Drops the mark. Can't get the ground ball. Beaten out by Higgins. Like, oh dear, it's an eyesore tonight from the Dockers. But yeah, just pressure from the Saints. Lovely goal from Owen. Snap around the corner. It's true. Oh, snuck home. See, Channel 7 Saturday nights. Yeah, no, they usually do broadcast a VFL game or two each round. 3:12 to play. Marshall just hacks a kick out of there. Frederick, got to get rid of it. Poor hand pass. Like, even that, the basics. Terrible. Out wide now. Burns. Unlucky not to be holding the ball there. Travaglia is led to be subbed into the game. He's even got to get game time. I don't think he is. Impossible. Well, stay tuned for some new merchandise, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna make it. I survived the Saints versus Fremantle game. Jeez Louise. Ball goes over. 𝐓𝐡𝐞. Been impressive on debut tonight, 𝐓𝐡𝐞. His first half was great. Yeah, really good. Two minutes to go here. Wagner chisels the ball. 𝐷𝐼𝐶𝐷 marks. Ball goes over. Yeah, sorry lads, I'm just creating this image. Okay. That should work. Let's get rid of Kenny for a sec. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a rough night, but we've done it. We all deserve a piece of this. Dearie me. Well, it's been an absolute joy to stream, ladies and gentlemen. I always appreciate your support. But no, like, the Saints have been excellent tonight. The pressure's been unreal. So this is a game of the area where when it's on, they look bloody good. So it's a credit to them. But wow, like, this has been a disaster class. Fremantle, 27 points in a half of football. Unbelievable. Cox now back to Warner, and Tom's about to run out of here. 30 seconds, maybe a chance for a goal. Here's a chance. Dudley. He's had some good moments. Inboard to Spark. 𝐼𝐴𝐿. He's got it. Lovely stuff. Ugh. Been a rough one, ladies and gentlemen. Well, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you have enjoyed the stream. Saints too good, and I better like actually talk here. Yeah, no, it's been a lot to like. Sharman, what a second half, eh? Huge third term, but Freo just their midfield so hot and cold. You know, it was great against the Crows, but like Melbourne, they got smashed tonight. It got smashed. Even against the Swans, they got smashed. Like, we beat them in the clearances. So it's been a really concerning night from their mids. Probably Sarong's worst game in a while. And, you know, Brayshaw kept on trying hard. They just couldn't get much. Sinclair whacks it forward. Good roving from Higgins. 𝐴𝐿 inboard. Can he have a shot on goal here? Oh, he can. This just inflicts more pain on the Dockers. Another goal. Wow. Just unbelievable. Oh, I just can't believe it. Like, wow. 30. I mean, it like 5 goals in a game. It's still very low, but it's not like it's 2 anymore. But just unreal. But no, the Saints' intensity, pressure, brilliant all night long. Freo get the ball, bang. Saints plays all over them, so they'll gain confidence off this, the Saints. I think down the last few weeks, I think their skills were shocking against the Lions, but they've bounced back tonight with just a real disciplined win. So a big win for the Saints. Wow, but this is a concern for Fremantle. I'll move this image. Oh god, it's some fine shit stirring for me. But wow, an ordinary night of football. But the Saints, very, very good. So no, they looked impressive. Don't want to, you know, discredit them. But wow, Fremantle, never again for the tips away from home. We're turning them into, they're the Gold Coast of this year, eh? But yeah, no, really good quality win from the Saints. It was ugly, but they got their shooting boots later on the game. Booted 6 goals in the end. Yeah, 6 goals in the end in that final quarter. Have a look at the team stats. So 61 to 34 inside 50s the Saints way, demolishing. 34 inside 50s for Fremantle. Clearances 50 to 22, plus 20 in the stoppage clearances, plus 48 contested possessions. That is unbelievable. An absolute domination. This is gut-wrenching for Fremantle. Like, oh, I wouldn't go to the length saying, is this season over? Like that is closest to the strongest team they can field. And they have put out a performance like that. That is disgusting. Oh, geez, you'd be feeling for poor old 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐿 and you, cutting a few of those creators out there. That is... And, of course, all the Fremantle supporters in here as well, if you are watching, or if you've gone crying in the shower, crying in a beer. They cooked awesome merch. Yeah, I know, eh? Creative, eh? It was made on that meme generator website. Oh, God. That was a rough watching. I reckon the Saints mids were so scared of Ross. Yeah, no, that spray from Ross at quarter time last week looked pretty scary. Angry Ross was out. Oh, the West Coast supporters be loving it. Oh, Jesse from True Footy, eh? He'd be loving it. Oh, but wow. Just wow. Let's have a look at some of these player stats, eh? Wow. Just terrible. McRae had a day out, though. 38 touches. I mean... Let's have a look. Bloody... Oh, God. I've Sarong in Supercoach 80. Jordan Clark, 58. He's usually so consistent. He was awful. What'd Sinclair get? 82. Yuck. Boxall good on debut though. Garcia solid. I thought he had a really, really disciplined game. But yeah, McRae was easily their best. So clean in congestion he was. Brayshaw, you know, he got their 18 touches, but still an ordinary night from him. A few turnovers, usually a lot more damaging with his ball use. Yeah, wow. Really ordinary night of footy from the Dockers. Probably their worst night in quite some time. But yeah, an absolute pasting by the Saints. Pressure elite. So a good quality win from them. Fremantle. Geez, that is absolutely gut-wrenching. Performance like that. So, geez, could they be in a bit of strife now the next few weeks? That is a really concerning loss. How do they bounce back from this? Because, yeah, just had no avenues. Constantly under the pump by the Saints' pressure. And it was like against the D's. They just didn't really have much of a clue what they were doing in front of goals. So, they're trying to move the ball. So, yeah, really disappointing night from them. But the Saints too good, so they take the win. That's it from me, lads. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream. It was a tough one tonight, but we got there in the end. So let's give all each other a pat on the back, eh? Saints too good. Win well by 61 points, if you don't mind. Have a good rest of the night, lads. Sydney Derby, we'll get that sorted Sunday afternoon, so stay tuned for that. Have a good rest of the night, lads. Take care.